Hello, dear soul. Pause with me for a gentle moment. Allow your shoulders to soften and let the jaw relax. With a slow breath in through the nose, feel the cool air travel all the way to the belly. Hold that sweet space of stillness, then release through softly parted lips, hearing the faint whisper of release. Carry on with 3 more breaths in your own rhythm, filling, holding, letting go. Each exhale is a tiny surrender. Each inhale is an invitation to begin anew. As the breath settles, place a hand over the heart. Sense its steady beat, its kindness, its tireless devotion to your life. Whisper inside, in this moment, I am safe. In this moment, I am loved. Feel the truth of those words ripple through the chest, down the arms, and into the fingertips as a soft hum of comfort. Let the forehead smooth, allow the shoulders to drop a little more, and feel the spine lengthen with a quiet dignity. You are here, you are present, and you are worthy of every compassionate breath you take. While we rest in this tender space, notice the sounds that surround you. Maybe a faint hum from another room, a bird's song, or the hush of evening settling outside. Let each sound be part of a living symphony that supports your peace rather than distracts from it. If thoughts flutter in like curious butterflies, allow them to pass without judgment. Guide them gently back by placing attention on the rise and fall of the chest. If helpful, press both palms together and feel the warmth you create. That warmth is evidence that life lives in you, eager to support you. Murmur softly within, I am alive and life loves me. Stay with that comforting idea for a breath or 2 more, giving it room to sink past the mind and settle into the heart. Notice a quiet sense of openness blooming inside, a readiness for new understanding. This is the cradle that will hold every new idea, every fresh possibility that follows. Now invite gratitude into the room of your awareness. You might think of a small kindness you received today, or the simple fact that your lungs work without being told. Each thought of gratitude floats like a petal onto calm water, widening gentle ripples of ease. Feel those ripples touch the edges of any tension within. Sense them washing doubt from the muscles of the neck, clearing the mind of heavy clouds. As the breath finds its natural pace, say inwardly, I bless this time I give myself. It is sacred and it matters. Your body recognizes the honesty of this blessing and offers a slight sigh, a release of hidden strain you no longer need to carry. Hold this nurturing stillness for a few more gentle breaths, letting it anchor the mind in a place of loving curiosity. In this softened state, notice the quiet voice that lives beneath the busyness of daily life. It may be faint, yet it whispers truths that belong only to you. Perhaps it says you crave peace, fulfillment, or a life lined with joyful purpose. Whatever the longing, greet it with tenderness. There is no judgment here, only a gentle acknowledgement. You are allowed to want more ease, more beauty, more expansion. With a steady inhale, gather that longing in your heart. With the exhale, give it permission to be fully expressed. Whisper, I respect my deepest desires, and I open the way for them to grow. Feel how that single sentence creates space inside, like opening curtains to let morning light flood the room. There may also be a weight that sits close to those desires, the feeling of not yet having, a quiet ache that wonders if change is possible. Bring that weight into view with compassion, the way gentle hands cradle a fragile bird. No scolding, no dismissal. Simply see it, name it, and offer comfort. You might say inside, I understand why you feel tired, why you feel unsure. I am here with you. As you greet that uncertain part, Notice how it softens in the presence of understanding. The breath grows easier, the heartbeat calmer, and a gentle sense of partnership takes root between longing and comfort. Allow awareness now to drift over recent thoughts that cycle through the mind, perhaps ideas about work, finances, relationships, or health. See if any thought carries the flavor of frustration, fear, or self-blame. Rather than wrestle with it, place it in your open palm. Observe it as you would a stone from the riverbed, something you can examine and choose to keep or gently set back in the water. Recognize that a thought is not a command. It is only a traveler passing through the landscape of your awareness. With a slow breath out, release any thought that does not serve kindness. Affirm quietly, I have the power to choose thoughts that nourish me. Feel the empowerment of that choice vibrate in the spine like a soft bell. Now turn attention toward the mind's daily storytelling. See how each story shapes the lens through which you meet the world. Some stories are bright, clear panes of glass, letting sunlight spill into every corner. Others may be fogged with worry, making the path ahead seem unclear. Gently note which stories you have repeated out of habit. Perhaps nothing ever works out, or good things are rare. Without scolding self for holding these stories, simply acknowledge that they grew from past experiences. They once tried to protect you, even if they now limit you. Place your hand on your heart again and offer a soft whisper. Dear thoughts, I thank you for your service and I set you free. Feel a warm release as those outdated tales drift away like leaves on a gentle stream. The time has come to plant new seeds. Visualize a calm garden plot within the mind. The soil is dark, rich, and freshly turned. In your hand lies a basket of bright seeds, each one a thought of possibility. Hold one seed titled Peace, another called Joy, another named Abundance. Place them into the soil with deliberate care, pressing them gently beneath the surface. Cover them with love, water them with gratitude, and picture how roots take hold in the fertile ground of your open mind. Speak softly, I plant these seeds of new thought and I nurture them each day. Feel glad expectations sprout within, a tender hope that will grow into sturdy blossoms of experience in perfect time. As you tend this inner garden, notice how the air of your mind changes. There is more light now, more room for green shoots to reach upward. Each new pattern of thought is a young plant leaning toward the sun of belief. Practice gifting those shoots the sunlight of attention. When you wake in the morning, water them with loving affirmations such as, good flows into my life with ease, or opportunities find me ready and willing. Speak them slowly, letting each word be soaked in sincerity. Trust that even if the outer world has not shifted yet, the inner soil is busy. Roots are forming, lines of energy weaving beneath the surface, pulling in nutrients of faith and expectancy. Keep the heart open while reflecting on past moments when an unexpected good thing arrived. Perhaps a friend called at the perfect time, or a small sum of money appeared just when you needed it. Recall how you felt in those moments, maybe surprise, relief, or gentle delight. Hold that feeling like a warm stone, letting it radiate through the body. By focusing on such memories, you rehearse trust in life's capacity to support you. Whisper quietly, life brings gifts to me every day, and I welcome them. Continue to feel ease spreading through the chest as if the ribs widen a bit to host this expanding confidence. From this calm clarity, you can see that thoughts are currents in a vast sea of creative energy. Each current, when repeated, shapes a channel through which experiences flow. By selecting thoughts that match your desired feeling, thoughts of ease, prosperity, or loving relationships, you redirect the current. The sea responds by carving a new channel, guiding fresh experiences toward you. Reflect on that simple yet profound capacity you hold, the ability to lean mental energy toward what lifts the spirit. Repeat softly, I guide my thoughts, and my thoughts guide my life. Feel the delight of claiming that gentle power, as natural as turning the face towards sunlight. If ever doubt creeps in, meet it the same way you met the earlier ache, with kindness. Doubt is a child who fears the unknown. Kneel inside, gather it in a warm embrace, and whisper assurances. Let that part know it can relax, because a wiser self is steering. Say inwardly, I hear you, doubt, and I choose faith. Then release it like a small bird you have comforted, watching it fly toward the sky where it can transform into new possibility. Notice how your inner landscape feels lighter for having offered doubt compassion rather than resistance. Self-acceptance greets you with open arms, and your path ahead feels gentle and clear. Let us close this segment of exploration with a nurturing breath. Draw air in slowly, feeling it swirl through the heart space, carrying the promise of growth. Hold for a tender beat, allowing that promise to settle. Release in a long, soft sigh, watching any trace of tension depart on the breath. Whisper softly one last affirmation. I am an open channel for good. Wonderful experiences flow to me with grace. Receive those words as truth, settling them deep within the fertile soil of your consciousness, ready to blossom in ways even greater than you can yet foresee. There is a gentle truth that begins to blossom when the heart is willing to see it. Every experience in life starts as a thought. Yes, even the ones that seem random or the ones that feel like they just happened to you. They too had a root. That root was planted in the soil of consciousness sometimes long ago. The thoughts that are held with feeling and repeated often enough become the beliefs that shape the view of what's possible. This is not punishment, this is power. And the moment this truth is recognized, a door opens, a door to choosing what kinds of thoughts to grow next. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a garden. Each thought is a seed. Some seeds are planted with joy, others with worry, some with self-love, others with fear. The garden does not judge the seed, it simply grows what is given to it. If the soil of your inner world has been sown with ideas like, I'm not good enough, or nothing ever works out for me, then the harvest may reflect those beliefs. But here is the miracle. The soil is always ready to accept something new. Right now, even in this very moment, new seeds can be planted. One might wonder, but how can thinking alone bring change into my life? Think of a simple example, a day when the mind is filled with irritation or stress. The world seems harsher, people appear less kind, traffic feels more frustrating, the outer reflects the inner storm. Then consider a day when the mind is calm, peaceful, hopeful. Suddenly, a stranger's smile is noticed, a small gift appears, perhaps a kind word or an unexpected solution. This is not coincidence, it is resonance. Thoughts are energy, and the universe is always listening. Every thought sends a signal. That signal attracts similar energy back. This is the essence of the law of attraction, not a trick, not a game, but a gentle, natural law, just like gravity. No one questions whether gravity will work today. It simply does. The law of attraction is just as reliable. Whatever is focused on with emotion and belief begins to form the path beneath your feet. Say softly to yourself, I am beginning to understand the power of my thoughts. I use this power with kindness and care. Let's take a moment now to think about what kinds of thoughts have been dominant lately. Not to blame, but to gently observe. Has the mind been filled with ideas of lack, of waiting for the other shoe to drop? Or perhaps there's been a quiet wish for something better, but it has been followed by doubt. This is natural. Everyone has lived by default at some point, repeating the same patterns and calling it reality. But reality is fluid. The mold of your life can be reshaped by changing the cast of your thoughts. And no, it doesn't require perfection. It begins with willingness. Willingness to catch an old thought that no longer serves and gently replace it with one that uplifts. It may sound simple, and it is, but it is not always easy, because old beliefs can feel like home, even when they cause pain. Still, just as the sun rises without effort each morning, so too does the mind have the power to rise each day into something more loving, more supportive. Whisper softly, "I am open to thinking thoughts that bring me peace." A beautiful practice is to become a quiet watcher of the mind, not a critic, not a fixer, just an observer. Notice when a thought arises that creates tension in the body. Notice when the stomach tightens or the chest feels heavy. These are gentle messengers. They say, something here does not feel true to who you really are. At that moment, breathe, pause, and choose again. You might say, this old thought doesn't belong in the garden I'm growing. I plant a new one now. Let us plant together a few thoughts right now. Take these as gentle seeds. I am worthy of good. My life is unfolding with grace. I attract experiences that match the love I give myself. Let each word land softly in the mind like a feather. Repeat them slowly, even silently, not to force change, but to create space for something new. Over time, the repetition becomes a rhythm, a song the heart recognizes and begins to dance to. And with that rhythm, new emotions emerge: hope, peace, confidence. These are the sunlight and water of manifestation. It is important to know this. The universe does not respond to empty words. It responds to energy. So if affirmations feel hollow at first, do not be discouraged. Speak them anyway, gently, lovingly. With time, as the soil softens, those words will begin to feel true. And as they feel true, they begin to attract. The inner and outer begin to match. Life begins to shift. You begin to notice small miracles, things falling into place, a sense of ease replacing old struggle. You realize, I don't have to chase. I can attract. This process is not about pretending hard times don't exist. It's about choosing how to meet them. Do you water the weeds, or do you feed the flowers? Do you speak defeat, or do you plant faith? Even if only one kind word is spoken to yourself each day, let that be the seed. Let it be enough. The garden will respond. Now let's bring awareness to one of the most powerful keys in the law of attraction: belief. Not just what is wished for, but what is truly believed. There is no use in saying, I am abundant, if the inner voice whispers back, no, you're not. That contradiction creates a mixed signal. So instead of leaping into beliefs that feel far away, begin where truth still feels reachable. Say instead, I am learning to welcome abundance. Or, each day, I see more evidence that life supports me. These are stepping stones, still true, still powerful, and far more believable in the present moment. And that is the gift of the now. This moment holds all the power, not the past, not the future, only now. Because now is where the thought happens. Now is where the choice lives. With every now, a new direction is chosen. No matter how many years have been spent in fear or doubt, this breath, this very breath, can begin a new pattern. Inhale, I trust the process of life. exhale, everything I need is coming to me. Rest in that simplicity. Each time a new thought is chosen, it is like a ripple on a quiet pond. It spreads, it expands, it touches other parts of life. What began as a whisper of belief becomes a wave of experience. The law of attraction honors this. It honors the emotion, the focus, the expectation. Like a mirror, it reflects what is offered. If offered with love, it reflects love. If offered with fear, it reflects fear. And so, you begin to choose with care, not out of pressure, but out of knowing that you are the artist of your life, and each thought is a brushstroke. Let this truth sink in. You are never a victim of your thoughts. You are the thinker. You are the one who selects. Even when thoughts seem automatic, there is always a soft space where choice can be made. In that space lies freedom. In that space lies transformation. And from there, the life that is craved does not feel so far. It feels closer. It feels possible. It feels like it's already being drawn toward you as you align your thoughts with the feeling of already having it. You may find moments when the old thoughts try to return, like birds circling familiar skies. Do not fear them. Do not fight them. Acknowledge them with kindness and redirect them gently. Say inwardly, "Thank you for visiting. I choose peace now," and return to the truth. Return to the vision. Return to the garden. Every day, every thought is a chance to water what you wish to grow, and the harvest will come, not in frantic effort, but in calm alignment. This is your power. This is the truth. What is thought today becomes the path tomorrow, and the beauty is, thoughts are yours to choose. Let this bring comfort. Let this bring joy. Let this bring a deep breath of peace into the heart, knowing that nothing outside needs to change before the inside is free to shift. And when the inside shifts, everything follows. Everything. Now close your eyes if they are open and speak this with love. I choose thoughts that nourish me. I plant seeds of joy, of hope, of truth, and I welcome the good that flows to me. Stay with that energy for just a moment more, and let it settle like soft rain into the soil of your becoming. There is a beautiful moment that arrives when the heart begins to understand its own value. It doesn't come with a shout or a dramatic event. It arrives quietly, like morning light easing into the corners of a dark room. And suddenly, the inner voice whispers, "I deserve good things." Not because of effort or perfection or being better, but because you exist. That alone makes you worthy. The universe responds to this understanding like flowers respond to sunlight. Every desire, every craving for a better life rests upon one simple foundation: self-worth. The law of attraction is not just about thinking of what you want. It is about believing that you are worthy of receiving it. That belief is the invitation. That worthiness is the magnet. Take a moment and feel into that. You are not here to prove anything to anyone. You are not here to hustle your way into love or to earn joy with pain. You are here as a divine being, already equipped with everything needed to live a life that feels soft and beautiful and true. Let this sink deeply. Nothing outside of you determines your worth. Not your past, not your appearance, not your bank account. Only the thoughts you accept as true about yourself. And so today, you can begin the gentle practice of choosing new thoughts. Loving thoughts. Thoughts that feel like a warm blanket and a quiet yes in the soul. Here are a few affirmations to plant into your heart like fresh seeds. I am enough just as I am. I am worthy of the life I desire. I love and approve of myself. Speak them softly, speak them often, speak them until they feel like home. Even if the voice inside still questions them, speak anyway. Because each time they are spoken, something begins to soften. A wall begins to lower, the heart begins to open. You can also use mirror work to deepen these affirmations. Stand before your own reflection, look gently into your eyes, and say the words aloud. I love you. You are safe with me. We're doing this together. It may feel strange at first. That's okay. New practices always do, but stay with it. Over time, the eyes that look back at you will shine with recognition and trust. You will begin to see the light within, not just the outer form. Another gentle practice is to write your affirmations down, not once, but again and again. Let your hand feel the truth forming in ink. Keep them somewhere nearby, on a mirror, a journal, or beside your bed, so that your day begins and ends with love. And do not rush this. There is no urgency in self-worth. It is not something to win. It is something to remember. Every small act of kindness you give yourself, resting when tired, speaking gently when things go wrong, celebrating a small step forward, strengthens the knowing that you are already whole. You do not become worthy when you manifest the car or the home or the love. You manifest those things because you begin to know you are worthy. Now let us take this inner shift and begin to shape it into a vision, not a distant fantasy, but a living, breathing picture of the life that is ready to meet you. Allow your mind to gently open as if a window were being lifted to let in fresh air. See yourself in the middle of a life that feels rich with joy and ease, not busy, not complicated, but peaceful. Feel the sensations, the morning sun on your face, the soft texture of your clothing, the scent of something warm and comforting in the air. Imagine the spaces around you. Are they filled with beauty, with order, with warmth? Let your heart guide the scene. You don't have to force anything. Just let the image unfold with a quiet knowing that this is your truth. Now feel into the version of yourself who lives this life. Notice the posture, the smile, the energy. This version is not separate from you. It is you, aligned, centered, loved. This is not fantasy. This is direction. When this vision is returned to each day, even for a few quiet moments, the energy begins to build, and the universe, like a painter receiving a sketch, begins to fill in the details. Take a few breaths here. Let your body memorize what this peaceful life feels like. Hold that feeling, not as something to chase, but as something that already lives within. Whisper inside, "This is the life I align with. This is the life that is mine to receive." Gratitude is the bridge between vision and reality. It is the song that tells the universe, "I see the good already here." And when life hears this song, it responds with harmony. Begin simply. At the end of each day, write down 5 things that brought even a moment of comfort, a kind word, a favorite tea, the feel of clean sheets. Nothing is too small. Gratitude is not about pretending life is perfect. It's about discovering the gold that hides within the ordinary. Each time a blessing is noticed, even if tiny, you shift your vibration upward. That vibration becomes the signal you send, and what is sent returns. Say softly, "I am thankful for the beauty in my life. I celebrate the good that finds me." Gratitude opens the door to more. Let your heart feel these words as you say them. Gratitude softens resistance. It invites miracles. It tells the universe, "Yes, I am ready to receive more." It's easy to believe that action must always be grand, but true alignment often begins with small, gentle steps. What can be done today that reflects the life you desire? Not someday, but now. If you wish for peace, perhaps turn off the noise for a few minutes and light a candle. If you seek abundance, maybe open a savings jar and place a single coin inside with love. If you desire connection, offer a smile to someone passing by. These are not empty gestures. These are sacred signals. They say to life, I am showing up. I am participating. The universe notices, and it responds. You might also choose one small daily act that aligns with your vision. Write it down each morning. Complete it with presence. Let that act be your anchor, your offering, your proof that you are ready. Say gently, each day, I take steps that reflect my dreams. My actions match the energy of what I wish to receive. I walk in the direction of my joy. And then, breathe, smile, rest. You are not behind. You are not missing anything. You are moving forward in divine timing. When the work is done and the seed is planted, there comes a sacred time for release, a time to let go, to step back, to allow. Not everything must be pushed. Some blessings bloom in the quiet. Release does not mean giving up. It means trusting that life knows how to deliver what belongs to you, trusting that your energy is enough. This is the space where miracles slip in, unannounced, gentle, life-changing. Let yourself rest in that trust. Not every step needs to be known. You are being guided. Speak this with your whole heart. I trust the process of my life. I let go of how and when. I rest in knowing that all is well. Now allow your body to soften once again. Close the eyes for a moment and picture the breath as golden light flowing in, swirling gently around your heart. Let it soothe every corner of your being. You are safe. You are supported. You are enough. If you ever feel unsure or lost along the way, return to this stillness. Breathe. Speak kindly to yourself. Plant a new thought and allow it to grow. Because truly, life is not something to fight against. It is something to dance with. And the rhythm becomes sweeter with each loving thought, each chosen word, each act of trust. You are never alone in this. The same energy that holds the stars in place beats inside your chest. You are loved by the very fabric of existence, and everything you need is already unfolding in perfect rhythm, in divine grace. So take this final moment and whisper softly, I am attracting the life I crave, with love, with ease, with joy. You are doing beautifully. Keep going. The garden of your life is blooming. Let it grow. Let it shine. Let it be yours.